The crowd waits tensely. Who'll win?
Let them fight.
Every once in a while, I'll make a new discovery when researching for these videos. Today's Giant Monster Month deals with a pair of films that I didn't even know existed, and it seems like very few others do as well. Get ready for one of the only movies in Mandarin so far in our program. Su Hong Wu is the first film of the night, and it, along with tonight's other entry, is the most confusing and poorly documented movie of Giant Monster Month so far. This is a Taiwanese film from 1971, also called The Founding of the Ming Dynasty, whose basic plot is pretty self-explanatory. Getting more specific is a lot harder, however, as the only version of this film that I have been able to find has horribly cropped subtitles, meaning that, for English speakers, the plot details are hard to follow. From what I gathered, the story is a fantastical retelling of the rise of the Ming Dynasty, following the destined emperor from birth. Agents of the current emperor try several assassination attempts, but divine intervention keeps saving the day. For example, in the beginning, a dragon saves the infant after his guardians are killed. The dragon gets into a battle with another dragon for our first kaiju battle of the movie. The dragons use the same roars as Godzilla and Rodan, which was a welcome surprise. Next, we follow the child through his training, where he foreshadows his ascendance by playing emperor with his friends. He experiences hardship, with his mentor and then his mother dying, as he is pursued by the army. The army enacts their final plan by summoning Ganondorf to kill the child. Fortunately, his guardian White Ape comes to the rescue. This final monster fight is the highlight of the film. The ape eventually loses, as the other monster crushes his magical orb, returning him to human size. All seems lost, but the friendly dragon from before returns, destroying the monster and ferrying the child away from danger. I enjoyed the film, but I can't help but feel the experience was severely limited by format. The cropping, faint subtitles, and my lack of knowledge of Chinese lore made sitting through the movie difficult. This difficulty was exacerbated by a nearly 2-hour runtime. Most monster movies seem to be on the shorter side, often failing to even hit 90 minutes. If you're only interested in monster fights, you could skip to the last 20 minutes and be satisfied. However, if you are interested in the full story, tracking down a better film print would greatly improve your watching experience. The next movie of the night, War God or Zan Shen, features the same subtitle problem, but to a lesser extent. The cropping is a lot better, and although some words are still lost, the plot is still a lot easier to follow. This might be partially due to the fact that the story is set in modern day, or the 70s at least. The story follows a family, a scientist, a biker chick, and a woodcutter, who experience an alien invasion. Things start off small, with freak weather, lapses in gravity, and time manipulation. The anomalies escalate with the abduction of the biker girl, who wakes up in a hospital screaming about Martians. They communicate to her in a dream, mandating the eradication of nuclear weapons in 48 hours. If Earth does not comply, it will be destroyed. 3 Martians begin attacking Earth after the first day. These aren't normal Martians, though. These are kaiju-sized Martians with laser powers. The Martians destroy the city, almost killing the family, but the woodcutter prays to his carving of the war god, who materializes to fight the Martians. He engages his foe, who retreat shortly after. Before the Martians can return, the woodworker finishes his carving by painting on the eyes, giving Kuan power. This comes at a price, however, as after years of hard work, the old man loses his vision, completing his masterpiece. A powered-up war god confronts the Martians, crushing one, vaporizing another, and using kung fu on the last. The heroes rejoice with the world saved. It was fun learning about some new films this year for Giant Monster Month. I mostly review films that I'm a fan of, but I'm glad that my research led me to these 2 obscure films. Of the 2, I would pick War God, due to the story, setting, and runtime, but Founding the Ming Dynasty was still a crazy experience as well. At the very least, fans of the genre should check out the monster fights from both films. Hopefully this video will highlight these films, and maybe one day they will be better known amongst kaiju fans. But for now, War God will have to be content being the winner of tonight's showdown.